Great. That'll move the camera around.
With member O'Brien coming.
It's like a, you'll see it all.
Is member O'Brien coming?
Unknown.
Here. So,
Are we all ready?
Yep.
yes, we're ready to start. Commissioners.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to call the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting to order for Thursday, December 11th. We have two cases before us to approve. We have our minutes from our last meeting to approve. And the way we conduct our meetings is the petitioners, when they ask you to come up to the podium, we're going to have you state your name and address for the record. And we're going to swear you in, because all testimony is taken under oath, okay? Roll call, please.
Member Alfonso. Member Bransky. Member Cap. Here. Member O'Brien. Member Johnson.
Here.
Member Castaneda.
Here.
Chair Suzega.
Here. Our minutes from our last meeting, does anybody have any corrections they would like to make? No? Nobody?
None here.
All right, then I have a motion to approve them as presented.
So moved. So moved.
Okay. Have a motion by member Castaneda. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
And a second by member Dexter. Roll call, please.
Member Cap.
Abstain.
Member Johnson.
Yes.
Member Castaneda.
Yes.
Chair Suzega.
Yes.
All right, I'll have to bring those back at the
We'll have to bring them back next meeting.
Yep, at January 8th.
Okay, next case is case number 2527, re-subdivision at Washington Park Plaza. Commercial subdivision at 17748 to 17956 Halsted.
Chair, the staff is as a request to reverse the order of the cases, especially given the additional condition language that was presented to the commission today. Just to reverse the cases to allow for more time for that discussion as well at the end of the meeting.
Okay, so we want to do the other case first.
Correct.
All right, so that will be case number 2549, site plan review for Raising Cane's Restaurant, 17601 Halsted. We have representatives here tonight. The applicant is LaRon Foster, Raising Cane's, 17601 Halsted. You folks like them up and we're going to swear you in. And no legal notice was required for this site plan review.
Correct.
Good evening. Would you like to state your name and address, please?
Good evening. Yes, can you hear me? I am Dorothy Parks. I'm at 8080 North Central Expressway, Dallas, Texas, 75214.
Okay.
And then my name is Juliet Strosser, 4201 Winfield Road, Warrenville, Illinois, 60555.
Okay. And you both want to raise your hand as to where the testimony you're going to give is going to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what you're planning on doing is taking the former Freddy's Restaurant at 17601 Halsted and changing it to
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. Yes.
a different restaurant.
Yes.
And you've got a lot of background information that you've been provided, that we've been provided with from you. Would you like to tell us in your own words what you'd like to do?
Sure, we have a very short presentation if you would allow us. Okay. So we are looking at Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. So Raising Cane's was started in 1996 on the doorsteps of LSU by Todd Graves. And when he started it, he said he wanted to focus on three things: food, service, and community.
Pick up a little louder?
Sure. So I'm too short to reach this. So he wanted to focus on food, service, and community. And so through community, we are looking to be a partner here in Homewood. So we want to support and partner up with the schools. We want to partner up with the food banks. We also always want a special attention to our furry friends as well. So we're here to partner up with the community as we move through the process. Some of the ways that we do help, we reach out to the sports teams, we reach out to the local high schools, and really figure out what kind of ways that we can make impactful partnerships. So at Cane's, there's one love. One love is our motto, and that one love is chicken fingers. And so there's not a lot on the menu. It's chicken fingers, French fries, coleslaw, cane sauce, Texas toast, and a drink. And what that does, that focused menu allows us to be able to serve our customers from the time they order to the time they get their food. The average time is 2.5 minutes. Everything is made fresh. When there's cameras on the outside, when we see someone driving up, we pretty much have a good idea of what they're going to order since there's only 6 menu items. And we drop the chicken in as soon as they come up to the order. Each Cane's on the interior will look slightly different. What we try to do is make sure that we are pulling from the community and from the regional neighborhoods. So we'll have items in here like Letterman jackets, and we'll have sports memorabilia that's specific to this area. Every Cane's, though, will have a disco ball, and we will have a community table, because when we want to come into a neighborhood or an area, we are looking to be a part of that, and we want people to come in and sit down, and we want them to stay for a while. So the interior of this Cane's is obviously a retrofit, so it'll be different, but every Cane's interior is slightly different. This is the site. We are, like I said, on Halsted in front of the Target. To the left is the existing Freddy's. They've taken all of their signage down. They've taken their awnings down and kind of left a skeleton of what's there. So to the right is what we're proposing. We're using the same building, refreshing portions of it, adding on a patio to the front. That's the side. And the back, we'll be moving the door over, cleaning up the back of the house. And then here's the other side as well. And this is the drive-through area. We're adding in an additional point of sale. And then, so the first window is the point of sale. The second window will be where the chicken and the meals are delivered. Next, we have our site plan, and Juliet's going to walk you through that.
Thank you. So the site layout is largely staying the same, except for a couple of modifications. One of the main modifications being that we are lengthening the drive-through to run along the frontage of our building. Just with an importance on drive-through service here at Raising Cane's, we figured it was very important to make sure we have adequate stacking. Otherwise, we are implementing a landscape island on the south side of the site that wasn't there for the Freddy's. That's just to further protect our drive-through traffic and provide a bit of clearer circulation around the site. And then we are also modifying the parking along the south to be a one-way access and modifying that to be angled parking stalls. So that's a little bit on site circulation. And then here we also have our engineering plan. Largely, we are matching existing drainage and everything. We are not proposing any changes to the existing sanitary sewer. We are proposing a few changes to the storm sewer on site. Over in the northeast corner, with our drive-through modifications, we will be conflicting with an existing bioretention facility from the Freddies, which we have been coordinating with MWD on and are replacing the volume control with permeable pavers seen there on the south. Otherwise, we have a couple of storm sewer improvements just as we're rerouting around our trash enclosure, which was relocated, and things of that nature. We are also improving the existing water service to be a 6-inch as the building will be fully sprinklered. And then, I don't know, we have this landscape plan on here to just kind of show the landscaping improvements. Landscaping is very important to Raising Cane's. They like to match the ordinance and do even more to really make this a very visually appealing site. And then overarchingly, we just thank you for your time and we really look forward to being part of the Homewood community here.
Hey, where is your next closest location?
I believe there's one, well, there's one in, I think it's called Oakwood.
Where?
Is it Oakwood?
Oaklawn.
Oakline,
Oh.
sorry, Oakline.
Like 95th and Western, it's at.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
It'd be Evergreen Park.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's.
Oakland would be on Cicero, right? That'd be Cicero, 130.
There's two right there on that main street. Right, on 95th. I think one might be in Oakline and one might be in, yeah.
Well, that's getting into Elsip.
It's right across. Cicero.
Okay, that's.
Crestwood. Crestwood.
Cicero, 95th and Western.
Yeah, all right.
What are your,
Good job, Darlene.
what are your hours of operation going to be?
So our hours of operation are typically 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. I'm sorry, 9 a.m. to 2 a.m.
9 a.m. to 2 a.m.
Yes, but we don't serve breakfast. We just have chicken early in the day.
So you'll be open till 2 a.m. in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Now, will the restaurant part be open or just a drive-up?
The restaurant will be open as well.
I believe that we have extended hours on Friday and Saturday as well. So that'll be from 9:30 to 3:30 on Friday and Saturday.
On Friday, Saturday, okay. What about Sunday? You open on Sunday?
We're open on
Yes.
Sunday.
Member Cap, you want to start with any questions or comments?
I'd be glad to. Good evening. It appears our packet had preliminary engineering, not final, so could you go back to the that'll work. I'm having trouble, and I call it the stupid factor. I'm having trouble understanding your circulation pattern, so could you walk that through with me, please?
Yeah, definitely.
Even though it's a
Um,
vehicular traffic pattern.
Would you mind enlarging too if you can? Somebody?
Sure. Oops.
It's a PowerPoint.
You can pull up the packet.
Yeah.
Karen, how'd you do that?
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Yep, there, there it is. Yep, very close.
Really?
Yep, we'll get there. Site details and then circulation plan is right before that. Should be right here. Yep.
Thinking.
F12. Oh, I mean F11. Here we go.
Thank you.
Will that work?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, here we are.
Awesome, thank you. Perfect. So over here in the southwest corner, we're going to be maintaining that driveway. It'll be a full access, both incoming and outcoming traffic. It will also be the entrance to our drive-through operations. If people are able to turn east here into the drive-through, there is also an option to continue one way into the angled parking stalls along the south, and then our exit is along the southeast corner over here. So this driveway along the south will be maintained as a one-way, and then the driveway here will be full access, providing both an exit from the drive-through and an exit from those parked in the parking stalls here as well.
Okay, so your your drive-through traffic is that is counterclockwise. Essentially, right?
Yes,
Going to the east and then around. Your parking is only along the south and the west.
correct.
And then what confuses me is that pavement arrow that you have west of the building. I don't understand.
These pavement arrows here.
Yes.
Those ones are just indicating the site circulation going to the parking stalls that are along the west here. So indicating that somebody can continue traveling north to enter this parking stall. And then we have both striping saying do not enter into the drive-through, as well as signage that will be installed on either side, just to make sure that there isn't any confusion and no cars are entering the drive-through through the exit.
So then your permeable pavers are where?
The permeable pavers are here in the southern row of
Just in
parking.
that, okay.
Correct.
And then let's look at the east property line, that driveway. Okay.
Yes, so this driveway, there was an existing driveway on this east side, and we're bringing it a bit south. So this will just be an exit for our people that are parking and exiting the drive-through. So there will be an option to either exit the site on the east or to exit the site.
Hey, your
entrance.
essentially your southeast exit is there. Understanding the let's say the use the word the mentality of some of the drivers we have down here. What will prevent somebody from entering on that through that driveway and let's say cutting through into your drive-through lane?
Yeah, for sure. So we'll both have striping on the pavement to indicate do not enter. And then similar to the drive-through exit, we'll be posting do not enter signage on either side of the drive. And then we do have a protection here within the drive-through. I don't know if I can maybe zoom in a little bit further. But this indicator is intended to be like a flex bollard that will like prevent people from being able to enter at those locations.
Well, where I'm going with this is, have you given any consideration to that would be the curbing on the north side of that southeast driveway, maybe extending it a little bit to the southwest to sort of provide like a directional island around here. I'm sure you're familiar with the pork chop aisles that they put in, right out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so what I'm suggesting here is that maybe you can adjust that, whatever we call it, that parkway area. Just the nose feature of that curbing to maybe extend it a little farther south and maybe a little southwest too. I mean, it would not, I'm not trying to say you're limiting the width of your driveway at all. It's just, carry it a little farther to, make it a little difficult for, we have, maybe to explain, we have, real idiots here who use, any and every opportunity to, try to get ahead of somebody in line at a traffic signal or whatever. They use turn lanes for passing lanes and blah, blah, blah. And I just envision this, especially with the fact that you move you're moving the driveway a little farther south, that, some blank idiot is going to try coming in and cut into that line. So it's a suggestion.
Yeah, definitely understood. We can look into ways to either modify that island, or would it also be acceptable to maybe extend the flex bollard a little bit further? I don't.
Well, we have those flex bollards on 183rd Street, and they do a wonderful job. But once again, we're dealing with idiot factor, and those bollards aren't always. I mean, they're effective at what they're doing, what they're intended to do, if people politely, respectfully follow traffic laws. But I'm really telling you, there's a total disregard for things lately. And all I'm suggesting, where you have that radius of 10 feet, I mean, the way I see it, you could move that curb line south a little bit to where you have the full width of your driveway, and carry the, whatever we call it, the nose a little bit to the southwest to kind of protect the curve on that ordered lane.
Okay. Yeah, that's something we can definitely look into. The only reason I think that I would be hesitant to say we can do it for sure is just because we have our trash deliveries going throughout this area. So we'll just have to take a look at the trash truck movement and ensure that they're still able to maneuver.
Your enclosures are here in the southeast, right?
Mhm.
And I would presume that with your traffic pattern, they would be coming in from the southwest corner's driveway.
Or for this case scenario, we have them angled towards like the in the northeast direction, intending for trash like movements to be able to come in through this driveway and pick up trash like quickly and then back up and depart.
I mean, if you allow them to do it, you really have to allow everybody to do it. And if we allow everybody to do it, I am telling you, it's with that driveway close to the other aisle, let's call it. I can see a potential problem. That's all I'm saying. I mean, by your own admission, you're saying that you angled your trash enclosure to essentially be serviced by this very maneuver that I'm saying that maybe we ought to try to discourage. So help me out here.
Yeah, I think it really is intended to just be like a very limited like allowance for just the trash enclosure truck. And then I think that both like the striping here and the signage, and then if we're able to implement like a landscape modification, I would hope.
Are they going to be, let me interrupt you, are they going to be literally kind of backing into these? Explain to me, this is why I said, walk me through what traffic motion do you envision for your trash pickup?
I guess we envision them being able to continue south through this drive, slide in, pick up trash, and then be able to
Backing into it. Right?
backing into,
Pull forward.
yeah, pull forward. Mhm,
Okay,
correct.
but that still is counter to the rest of the traffic pattern on the site. That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah, we can look into ways
My
to,
point is, if that's their maneuver, moving this island on the north side with the features that I'm describing certainly would not interfere with the traffic or with the trash pickup.
yeah, we can definitely look into modifying that island and making sure that we're able to like clearly convey to a driver that this is not intended to be an access point to our site. It could be something that I could see us like utilizing additional signage or something of that nature as well.
Are the trash containers going to be rollouts or are they gonna be just set in there and then the truck pulls up and hooks onto them and lifts them up?
Yes. They're,
So the trucks won't actually be backing in, they'll be pulling it forward,
that's correct. Correct.
right?
Correct.
But they'll have to back out,
Okay,
right?
yeah, then they'll have to back out.
Correct.
But that's true with with the other two businesses over there too, right? They're doing the same thing, so.
Correct. I mean,
It's not,
unfortunately, because it was an existing Freddy's, we're having to work within the site constraints that are already there.
right, the business next to yours,
Yes,
They
Dave's
have
Hot
sta-
Chicken,
right,
they do the
exactly.
thing.
they do the same, so. I mean, yeah, unless you're gonna come up with a zoning ordinance to close it or move it around. We just don't have as good a drivers as they have in Texas, I guess.
Well, I wouldn't call us good drivers there. That's for sure.
You see where you have that dimension R equals 6 feet?
Yes.
That would be, in my opinion, the southwesterly edge of this extension to the, whatever we call it, island, parkway, whatever. And the purpose of that would be to strongly discourage people who cannot read or disregard all of the wonderful signage that you will provide from entering that driveway and trying to, on the southeast corner and trying to cut into the order line.
Understood. I think we'll definitely study that and take that suggestion and try and implement what we can.
Let me ask you another question. Do you know what time your garbage pickup would be and would it be in the early morning?
Yes, all of our garbage pickup we have prior to opening, because we obviously don't want any conflict between the garbage trucks and our
Okay, so
customers.
you're gonna open at 9 o'clock in the morning. So the trash pickup would be before that,
Yes, sir.
so that you won't have a problem with other traffic trying to get in at that time. Okay. Right,
So what assurance do I have that you're going to study this?
Well, I think that we'll be working with Noah and his team for the rest of through this process as we go through our due diligence and then also our civil plans. And so I think that directive, we heard it for sure. And so we'll make sure that we work with Noah and his team to implement what we can. Not to put you on the spot, Noah.
It's a great plan, nice looking building. I think it'll be wonderful. You know, it's just that there's a tendency lately for people just to thoroughly and totally disregard the rules of the road.
We don't want that either. So we appreciate the feedback and we certainly want to be able to, it's not good, helpful for us to address it after we're under construction. So going back and looking at it now is something that we take seriously. And we also want to be able to address because we would have the same concern. It's not good for us for operations either. So we appreciate the feedback.
Anything else?
No,
Member Johnson?
Well, I think your concept is good. It sort of takes over the Freddy's location. And it's consistent with the other businesses along that way. I was a little bit confused, and it's my confusion. The traffic that comes in on the private drive or the drive, and you've got 2 lanes there, so you've got, you'll be serving from 2 lanes, right? You'll have, I can be served from, I can place an order from 1 lane and then move, and I can place an order from the other lane, correct?
Sure. So
Right.
we have two lanes that we're gonna, but they'll funnel down to 1. So
Right.
So where the point of sale, so during high traffic times, we have a crew member come out with a pad and
Right.
help facilitate it. But assuming the point of sale would still be at 1 single lane and then the food pickup would be at 1 single lane.
Just the same as McDonald's right across the street, and they do the same thing in what's the business? It's not Potbellies, but the other,
Portillo's.
Portillo's, they do the same thing. So it's the same kind of concept.
Correct.
Exactly. And I guess the only question I had was the street behind I think we've defined it as the private drive, the traffic on that street. For if I know this restaurant gets lots of business. No, not the parking lot, the street directly in front of Target. What's the name of that street?
Also.
No, not Halsted, the street behind the building. Right, exactly.
The internal drive.
Yeah, it didn't have a name.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Exactly. So, yeah, it's the traffic that, when are your busiest times? Or have you, I mean, it's kind of hard to say, it depends on the location, but what in your
Well,
experience?
we have a lunch rush and then we have a dinner rush. The lunch rush is a little bit more defined because everyone eats pretty close to noon.
Mhm.
Dinner is spread out. Anywhere between 6 and 8 is our heaviest time.
And I'm sure you've given some thought to it. If you're super busy, you've got 2 other restaurants, or actually there are 4, I think, if you count Kentucky Fried Chicken. So if there are long lines on the private road, thoughts about the traffic in the event that happens.
Well, one of the reasons we oriented our driveway like this to start sort of away from the private drive is to keep any queuing backed up from that private drive. So we wanted to make sure that the private drive stayed open as long as we can. So do you remember, Julia, is it 20 cars that we can serve?
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, so we can queue just about 20 cars with this current layout.
And if you do get busy, I take it, if I'm waiting on my order, you can direct me to one of your spots to wait for my food, or in the event there's.
Correct. Generally, so our order to pickup time is about 2.5 minutes. The exception to that is when a naked bird is ordered, which is no breading, and so that takes a little bit longer. So occasionally, that customer will be asked to move, but really, it's very, very rare that we're not able to serve them pretty quickly and keep it moving.
Right. And my final question with the arborist, that you've met with that's been just with the arborist.
Yes.
That's been, they're okay with this. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Right. Okay. Thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Member Castaneda?
I think Dexter asked most of the other questions that I had, but no, this is a logical thing to go into this spot, so I don't have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
No questions.
So you're only going to have, would you say 6 items?
Yes, sir.
Thanks. I'm not familiar with games at all.
Well, we will have to change that.
But I do like chicken. You have different size orders, I presume?
Sure. So we have kids meals, which is 2 chicken fingers with fries. And then we have meals that go up 3 fingers, 4 fingers. And then we even have a tailgate pack, which I think has 25 fingers in it. So we have different sizes depending on how hungry you are.
And then you have soft drinks available.
Correct. Yes.
What about milkshakes or malts, anything like that?
We have lemonade,
No?
which you can get by the gallon. My kids were very excited when we discovered that. Yes.
You're basically gonna redo the exterior quite a bit.
We are reusing some of the same materials. We're definitely looking to power wash and clean it up. We are reusing what we can, and then we're upgrading some portions of it to fit with our Canes model.
Building's not that old.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
Yeah.
building, I can't remember what it is, but
It
it's
was like 2018.
Yeah.
2018.
Yeah, I remember them coming in. Yeah.
But they came before you.
No, I was here when they came in. Yeah.
Can you show us the inside slide again of the interior?
Sure. I have to switch over back to the presentation.
Sure.
I might need Noah's expertise for that.
Nope, that's okay.
And again, this particular site isn't going, like, they're not gonna have the roll-up doors, because that's not part of what Freddie's had. So this is our prototypical interior, but we will have the same feel, which we try to make it fun, we try to make it casual. We try to find local, will probably be a Letterman jacket from the local high school. We'll find, we have a whole marketing team that works on the interiors to make it something that's compatible with the area.
And you'll have outside eating also?
We will have a patio, yes. And that'll be a covered patio, so we won't have umbrellas or anything like that.
You will not have umbrellas?
No, because the patio will be covered.
Oh, okay. I don't have any other questions. Mr. Camp, you got anything else?
No, it's a nice plan, really.
Thank you.
Member Johnson, anything else?
No, nothing, not at all.
Member Castaneda? Okay, are we ready to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve 20 case 25-49. Site plan review for Raising Cane's Restaurant at 17601 Halsted Street as proposed in the drawings submitted by Ron Foster, Kimley Horn, ADA Architects, and Bell Firma, subject to the following condition. Number 1, revise the landscape plan to meet the following standards. Provide native grass planting within the parking median on the southern property line with species approved by the village arborist. B, modify planting locations in the new landscape island near the proposed trash enclosures to avoid conflicts with the large storm drain to be installed within the island. C, replace plant species as recommended by the village arborist in the table provided in this memorandum. Condition 2, the applicant shall submit utility drawings showing disconnection and removal of existing 2-inch water connection at the main with the final building permit submittal. 3, provide village staff with additional information on drainage and runoff control from awning structures, including the proposed pitch of awning structures, including the final awning roof pitch. 4, provide village staff with copies of MWRD stormwater drainage permit and either A, Thorn Creek Basin Sanitary District Connection Permit or NPR letter before issuance of any building permit. 5, the Director of Economic and Community Development shall approve and provide a waiver of transparency requirements for the building as permitted in section 44-05-11 of the D of the village ordinance upon request of the applicant. Number 6, provide village staff with revised drawings or other information indicating the location of the rooftop equipment and screening methods, which will be provided for rooftop screening. 7, revise the photometric plan to reflect the relocated lighting fixtures and ensure that light levels at the neighboring property line do not exceed 0.5 foot candles in compliance with the village zoning ordinance. 8, submit final photometric plan with values extending to Halsted Street to demonstrate conformance with IDOT requirements for photometrics with final building permit submittal. That's it.
We have a motion by member Castaneda. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Mr. Johnson. Roll call, please.
Member Cap,
Yes.
member Johnson,
Yes.
member Castaneda,
Yes.
Chair Suzega.
Yes. One question before you leave. Do you have an anticipated opening date?
Not yet. We're trying to get through this is helpful, and then we'll start submitting next month for our full set of plans. We do have to go through MWRD, which is our long lead item. So we're not anticipating getting our approvals until June-ish of next year.
Okay. All right, well, thank you very much and good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you, and thank you for your time.
Appreciate it.
Of course, thank you.
All right, next case is case number 2527, re-subdivision for Washington Park Plaza Commercial subdivision at 17748 to 17956 Halsted Street. And everybody's had a chance to read this additional sheet that's got the additional items we need to include.
Sure. Yep, I'll just. What's that? Yes, yep, that's what I just allowed them to do. They just weren't able to speak. So a condition was added to the, in discussion with the village engineer, Max Massey, and the applicant. The village engineer expressed a desire to see a condition of approval with the final plat. Just that the utilities, the specific utilities, including electrical, water main, storm drain, sanitary, and then just a blanket provision of any other utilities supporting the use, being a shopping center, just be included as a condition they should be included within the reciprocal agreement or the covenants of the center, just to ensure that it is clear that those are to be maintained by a common maintenance entity, say a property management association, whoever the shopping center owner chooses, rather than partition to the responsibility of individual property owners, which you could see how that could create problems if your sanitary sewer, your water mains, if it breaks and you're waiting on one property owner to deal with it and they refuse to, or they're stuck in insurance, it can be a lengthy process and disrupt the use of the center. So just ensuring that that's all under one single property maintenance entity rather than split apart. That would be the only change that is added here in that condition language.
Okay. And you've already been sworn in
Have I put this time?
at the last meeting, right?
Last meeting I was, yes.
Can you give us your name again?
Of course. My name is Sophia Sianis.
All right, so tell us what we need to do for you.
So we are requesting our final plat approval. We looked over the We had the preliminary plat approval without any sort of reservations at that time. We did go through a couple of questions that came up along the way, and we sort of discussed them with staff. And I think we've kind of come to resolution of most of any sort of little hiccups that were mostly minor technicalities. In regards to this specific point with the maintenance of the infrastructure elements, we don't think this is an issue, but we're happy to work with the village engineers concern, because essentially we have a CCR in place already at that location. It covers the property as a whole, and it runs with the land. It stays in perpetuity to whatever owner, however the owner is separated. It runs with the land, and the land is defined by the legal description, not parcels, not addresses, not PIN numbers. So it's going to stay on that property in perpetuity unless everyone that's involved agrees to remove it, obviously. That would never happen because of it really is in conjunction with the tenants as well. It's part and parcel with the agreements that each of the tenants has as well. As you can see, the restrictions are for each of their interests and benefits. And so these are very standard in this kind of supermarket or retail strip or neighborhood retail center. They all have these CCRs in place. Sometimes they're recorded, sometimes they're not. In this case, it is recorded, and it is understood to some extent that the subsurface systems, the stormwater, are retained in the common, are considered part of the common area. It is just sort of the standard. And so this is a standard document that we use, that is used regularly. And there's I don't know if they have a copy of the CCR. I don't think they do, but it is a recorded document. And essentially what it does is define common area as those portions of the property designed for common use, including without limitation, and then goes on to enumerate certain things, all paved roadways, including curbs, gutters, entrances, exits, so forth and so on. The bottom line is that definition is inherently includes those subsurface elements, all the common utilities. No one would rent or own on that if that wasn't understood as part of the common area, right? And then below it, there's another section that describes how that would be maintained through either a property management or through the entity that is the current owner. And that would be, the cost would not be debatable. It would be distributed on a pro rata basis of all the elements, all the parts of that property. So that's already in place. Now the city engineer wants us to enumerate specifically, the stormwater, the sewer system. He has a list of certain utilities that he wants us to include, and that's absolutely fine because it doesn't change anything that in the document itself. It just enumerates specifically in addition to other enumerated components of the common area. So it's not inconsistent in any way. We have no problem with that. The only issue that may be an issue that we can't commit to is that this specific CCR is it was originally recorded by the prior owner. They retained an outlot, and it's indicated in there, and then it's transferred over to the current owner, which is who I represent. And in order for us to amend it, both parties have to agree. If for some unforeseen reason they chose, again, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't increase obligations, and it just enumerates the areas that are covered. If they happen to disagree with it, we can just create a new reciprocal, another CCR specific to this situation and record it as well. So there's no hesitation in doing any of that.
And this would be a condition of our ordinance, which would also be recorded, all of our ordinance, so.
Wait a minute, just so. It doesn't, the ordinance doesn't change, obviously.
No.
So, and this doesn't require us to make any changes to. She's saying that the CCR captures all of this. Right, so why was there, why?
I have to be more specific, I guess, to make sure that it covers all those, but if we include that as a condition as part of the ordinance that the village approves, then that would be our record of that, and that will be recorded.
It helps, it makes it more enforceable, I suppose.
Yeah.
Inevitably.
Right.
And we're fine with that because it's inherent in the CCR that exists,
Right.
and we're fine with enumerating that if that's gonna make it more comfortable for the village to kind of.
That's all that,
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
it doesn't really change anything, it just gives us an assurance that
right,
we follow.
Yep,
okay.
correct.
And you don't envision having a problem with disagreement?
It's standard across all retail strip centers, and typically the tenants and or individual owners of outlots don't want to get involved. They all hire one property management company or one entity to manage, and they make the final decision. If there is any disagreement, then there has, according to the CCR as well, it has to be a reasonable reason to disagree. And, you know, yes, these things can get and do get litigated sometimes, but there's always a resolution, you know, there is a resolution, so.
We have one of the applicants members online.
Which one was that?
Ken.
Ken,
Yep.
Ken is the engineer
Ken.
that did
Is he
the,
going to speak
yeah.
also?
go ahead, Ken.
Yes, hi, this is Ken Vang. I'm the civil engineer on this project. I just want to add that Sophia's right. The current agreement covers everything, but it's maybe a little unclear, just says utilities. And so we want to just clarify and identify all the utilities that the vision engineer wanted. But this is a very standard process. Basically, all the costs, what we call is cost account management system, or CAMS. The entity that manages, property management company, identifies all the costs, what those costs are to maintain all the common areas, whether it's landscaping, sweeping, whatever it is, those repair any kind of sewer water lines. Then they take those costs and they just prorate it to amongst all the other tenants. And it's kind of like a condo association where everyone kind of shares in the pool, and then the pool kind of gets broken out to every condo owner. So this is very similar to that. It's a very common practice. If the village engineer needs more clarification to the wording, I think we agree that that's easy to do. We can amend the agreement and re-record a new document. So other than that, we concur with all the staff's recommendations and look for your approval of this project.
Okay.
Great.
Great.
Thank you.
Does anybody here have any questions for Mr. Vang? No?
No,
Okay.
yeah, got them answered last time, so.
Or did you want me to talk about? Was there something?
See if they have a question.
No, the parking is okay.
Okay, any other questions?
So we'll have to approve
The final plan
the final plat
with that condition.
with this condition, okay? Does anybody else have any other questions or comments before we start? Did you have something else, Noah? No.
We just have the Mylars for you
Yeah.
to sign.
Once it's approved, yeah. You'll have it, we'll
Okay.
We'll need your signature.
All right, I will then entertain a motion for re-subdivision case number 2527. Washington Park Plaza Commercial Re-subdivision at 17748 to 17956 Halsted. Final plat.
I'll second.
Who's going to make the motion?
Oh,
I'll make the motion.
Okay,
Just
I have a
right.
motion by member Johnson. You want to go through the findings of fact and
Say incorporating the findings.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
then have this to it also?
What page? Yeah,
19.
no, I got it.
You got it?
Sorry, I find it back
Yeah,
here.
okay. I've got them, thank you.
You got it.
Thank you. Okay, you ready? It's recommended case 2527, the final plat for the Washington Park Plaza subdivision located at 17750 through 17956 Halsted Street. Re-subdividing the existing properties into 9 lots and incorporating the approved findings of fact into the record, including the 3. The conditional language require amendment of the reciprocal agreement and covenants to include as common area all of the following: A, electrical infrastructure; B, water main infrastructure; C, storm drain infrastructure; sanitary sewer infrastructure; any other utility infrastructure constructed to support the full use of the shopping center. An easement area containing one or more of these utilities, or provide a copy of another recorded covenant or restriction placing all of these utilities under common shared maintenance responsibility.
Okay, we have a motion by member Johnson. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
I've heard that someplace before.
Is she disqualified? Mr. Chair?
So we have a motion by member Johnson, a second by member Castaneda. Roll call, please.
Member Cap,
Yes.
member Johnson,
Yes.
member Castaneda,
Yes.
Chair Suzega.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Then, Chair, there'll be the hard copies here for you to sign here. You can sign them once the meeting's adjourned here.
Anything else for us?
Okay. Last meeting of the year,
Mhm.
Busy year.
meeting
Yeah.
for 2025.
Yeah, got a lot of big things happening this year.
Big-
And more to come.
And I wasn't here for half of them.
Glad to have you back. I guess the only thing to bring their attention might be the proposals for the 2 downtown development sites are posted online. They were introduced to the village board on December 9. This is for the village hall parking lot and the Matrix building site. We got 6 proposals. There's some really high quality work that was done. And so all of those are available for you online to download and take a look at as well. So
Go under page under business,
Mhm.
and then under transit oriented development, click on that, and you should see all the proposals.
So what do they want to do with the parking lot?
There are several different proposals, a mix of uses.
Yep.
But they want to put a building on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, where was it on the website?
It's been a long time.
Oh,
Yeah. Mhm.
And then, under.
Seems like we've done this before.
All in the-
Deja vu.
Oh, beauty, got it.
Beauty.
Great.
Say beauty.
No, it says transit oriented development.
That's sure.
All right, great, thank you.
Okay.
All right.
So when will our next meeting be? Nothing before Christmas.
And,
Eating?
yep, it's my birthday, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, no, we're virtual.
Oh, really?
Get to spend it with
Just set up all of you.
I'll bring party hats.
Party hat, so.
Anything else? No? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Castaneda, second.
I'll second it.
Second by member Johnson. All in favor? Aye. Include the young lady at the end there also.
She doesn't like to adjourn. Likes to stay.
Thank you all very much.
The less than
Next, well, next we'll take care of the